Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game video for you this evening. This is Jaleco's F-1 Super Battle. This came out in 1994, and around that time, the early 90s, they did a bunch of, Jaleco didn't really, but they did a bunch of little driving games like this that were in these upright cabinets. This was around the time Daytona came out and was making a fortune. So everybody and their brother was trying to make driving games that people would really like, and they made a lot of these upright ones. So there was Racing Force, which is one of my favorites, that you could link together. There's this one, F-1 Super Battle. There was the 1,000 Mile Rally, which was called Mile Miglia overseas, and then there was part 2 of that. There was the Final Lap games. They were up to like Final Lap. I think the first one may have came out around this time. Final Lap 2, Final Lap 3. So there were several racing games that came out around that time, and I've never had this one before, and it certainly has an interesting cabinet. But Jaleco isn't really all that well known in America. They did a few games that made it over here that did all right, like Earth Defense Force, I believe, was a Jaleco game, but they never really made it huge like Konami and some of the other places did, some of the other companies did. But check out the cabinet. This came out in 1994, and this is the dedicated cabinet for it. They probably put other games in this cabinet as well, but they it appears that they made this from the factory like this, and then they also had a sit down like a dual one that linked together. I'll show you a picture here in a minute, or maybe I'll go ahead and put it in now. And that's from Acme in 1994, showing the several of these. You can see the control panel is a little different because they hadn't finalized the design on it yet, I suppose. But it's a real simple game. High-low shifter, 3 racetracks. You got an F1 car. You can see though it's kind of cool. The graphics were pretty decent considering. But it's got the strange round cabinet. No start button. You just hit the gas pedal to start. And we'll check out the side art here a little bit. That is the Jaleco symbol. You can see the copyright date. Jaleco USA. The Japanese stuff was a little bit different. You can see this guy's having a bad day. He's broken his entire front rim off. F-1 Super Battle. It's kind of got that Japanese-English translation problem. Doesn't really make too much sense in English, but in Japan it probably did. So the only little instructions, it says insert coin. Choose from 3 courses, Belgium, France, and the USA by moving the steering wheel. Press the gas pedal to start the game. Beat the clock to the checkpoints on the track for more time to finish the race. Good luck. This has forced feedback. Some companies call it force feedback, some companies call it forced feedback, so I don't know what they called it, but basically if you get off the track or if you wreck, there's a little arm in there that just pulls the wheel a little bit. Very similar to what Outrun did, but it's nowhere near as violent as the Outrun setup was. So check out that cabinet. Oh, and originally the cabinet had black T-molding, but we thought that looked a little plain, folks. This isn't 1994 anymore. So we put some nice blue T-molding on it. Rebuilt the monitor. That's a, I think that's a, I can't remember the make of the model of the monitor. We just rebuilt it, but my brother did it. It's not a Wells, it's a, but it's a 25-inch, good-looking monitor. Came out really nice, so I will hook up the tripod, we'll play it a little bit, and you can tell me what you think. I turn up the music a little bit because it's got that, you know, that, what do they call it? Chip tune stuff. It's pretty cool. They've got it looped where if you've got the attract mode music on, it will play this for hours like this. There's a parade outside. That's why I'm filming this. All right, so we're gonna play it. We're gonna try it out. Now, as you know, I'm not really all that great at this, but we'll see what we can do. Select your course. Now, from what I understand, the United States course is the easiest. And believe me, I need all the help I can get. So it's got a high-low shifter like a lot of games did. And they were bragging on the flyer that it has realistic sounds with their new chipset. And they were also bragging about their realistic crash scenes, or the cool crash scenes, or something like that. Checkpoint. I barely made it, people. This is going to go bad. Wow. All right, we're gonna try the other courses. Let me put another quarter in. The graphics are pretty good, really. They did a good job on it. All right, let's try France.
Steering wheel to select and pedal to enter.
Let's try France. Trying to let off of it. You might be able to hear the force feedback getting on me a little bit. Notice how it's zooming in and out a little bit too? That's kind of interesting. So the Google on the flyer, it says that your pit crew will talk to you while you're racing. So I think that was supposed to be like the pit guy. steady pace.
Extended time.
Yeah, I'm all right. I like the cranes that keep lifting all the other cars off. Pretty. Whoa, damn. I need a crane, people.
Extended time. Final lap. Steady
All right, well, there you go. I think that's enough. The other one's Belgium, and it's really hard. It's the hardest one. Very cool game. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Now, by the time you see this video, we may not have Mr. F-1 Super Battle for sale anymore. It may have already sprinted off to someone else's house. But never fret, you can see all of the games that we do have for sale at any moment on our website. Go to lionsarcade.com. I like how they play around with the music. Did you notice on that last race it didn't start the music until the final lap? But you can go to lionsarcade.com, see all of the games that we have available at any moment. And if you want, you can stop by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've got a whole building full of games like this for sale at all times. Arcade games, some pinball machines, and some jukeboxes. So stop by and see us. Now, if you're not looking to buy an arcade game, so you don't want to go on our website, and you're not looking to come by because you don't live anywhere near us, well, that's fine. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to play badly on this game for you and show you a little bit of it. And leave your comments below if you've ever heard of this thing, or if you've ever played it anywhere, or if you remember this weird cabinet, or if you ever played the sit down, or hey, maybe you were at that Acme award, that Acme convention in 1994 and saw it when it first came out. But leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about it, and we'll see you on the next video.